backstage, getting the back entrance to the event tonight. Thank you so much. No, I can't actually do it. Go on. So I thought trying to act like a celebrity, and then I realised it's very rude. Behind the scenes, folks. What's your dream? Simon says. Coming through? Yeah. Don't focus me on a second because I'm going to change my top. Come on stage with me if you want. All right, now I'll introduce you. All right. All right. Weirdly, suddenly a bit nervous, yeah. I was fine, but I hope my nerves didn't carry it. A little bit. I'm going to introduce you now. Okay, John. Oh, the nerves.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to this live recording of Simon Says. Yes. Thank you all for being here. I don't know how many of you have listened to the show before, but we're going to have the opportunity to hear some real dreamers, think about their dreams, and get some advice, and hopefully make some connections and inspire. So without further ado, allow me to introduce Simon Squibb.
Thanks, Jay. Jay has worked tirelessly to put everything together for Simon Says the last 3 months. This is a new idea that we had. Why don't we sit down with real dreamers, hear their problems, and the dream is that the audience listening not only learn from the questions being asked, because often we don't know what we don't know. So hearing someone else ask a question can help us think, I should have thought of that. So, for example, trademarking, making sure your business is trademarked. A lot of people don't think to check that. They don't know the difference between registering a company as a limited company, owning the URL, and having a trademark. So sometimes the very thing you need to know is buried in a question from someone else. So that was the theory behind Simon Says. So today, we're trying this new format of live. We recently did an event, Ideas Fest, where we put Dreamland. Who was there at Dreamland? So you know already how we're trying to make this happen in the real world. So it's not a podcast in a fancy studio. It's here with you. I'm thinking you're all dreamers. Who here has a dream? Okay, and if you don't have a dream, we're also going to talk about that too, because there is a way to figure out your dream, and we're going to try and help you figure that out. So we have a format today. The idea is we have 3 people that we pre-selected that have a dream and have a problem, and we're going to sit down with them, hear that problem, and try and help them together. So everybody in this room will have a contact, a piece of knowledge, an insight that can perhaps help this dreamer as much as hopefully I can as well. But we're in it together. And then we're going to record this and, of course, put it up online and hope that there's millions more that will learn from today, but also be able to help. But I really love in the real world stuff. In this world where everything digital is happening at scale, there's something about a personal connection. Many of you in this room I know personally. I know your personal backstories, and it matters that I've met you. So I'm glad that you all made the effort to come on a rainy Friday. Apparently there's a massive storm, which means all the trains won't work. We know that. So I'm so grateful that you guys all made the effort to come. And so I hope that it can also be entertaining for you. So that's my attempt today. Now, just before we get started and we say hello to the first dreamer, there are 3 people in the room that we're going to pull out of a hat. You put your dream in here. We're going to pull your name out of the hat, and you can come on the show and come and ask some questions and get some help from the audience, both here in the room and, of course, online. So there's 3 of you we're going to pull from that. And then at the end, I've got a really big surprise. We have a dreamer called Daryl. I'm going to play his video a little bit later, and his dream came alive today. And so we got him a meeting with Jax Jones, a well-known artist with 10 million followers on Spotify, and he's presently today helping him create a song. And at the end of today's session, he's going to come here and play his song. If he's brave, he's a little bit shy, he's going to come here and play the song that he's been working on today. And I hope it's a moment for his dream to come alive right here in the room with everybody here. So let's give him a round of applause for him before he's even arrived. Okay. Okay, so I also want to thank my sponsors, HighLevel. Now, I often talk to all of you guys about getting a sponsor. I think every business these days can get off the ground with no money, and one of the ways you can do it is through sponsorship. So I have personally targeted companies that I really believe in, businesses that I think will help people dream and help people follow through on their dream. And HighLevel was one of those companies. It's an awesome CRM program, which sounds boring, but it's actually really important. It can replace a lot of the tools for helping you manage things like your email marketing and manage your high-level contacts. It's a brand I believe in that could be useful to you. And so I asked them to sponsor this show before it was even one viewer on it, and they said yes. Because they love our mission to help people follow their dreams and fix the education system. And they believe that our mission matters. That's why they sponsored. We had no views on this show when we started. So it's something to keep in mind. I know what you'll be thinking. Well, Simon, you had loads of followers already, and that's a fair point, but you still don't know until you ask. Brand sponsorship is a great way of getting your business off the ground, and sometimes a way of selling product without you having to sell direct to consumers, right? I'm thinking of George, for example, with your ice baths. There's a lot of corporates that can buy it, right? When you were at Ideas Fest, one guy bought 5 for his corporate business, right? So he bought 5, not 1, because there's a company buying it. It's sometimes better than the consumer, right? Good. Glad you said that in case you said he cancelled the order and I was wrong. Didn't cancel the order, right? No, good. All right. So, all right. I always say, just finally, 1 + 1 = 11. So today is about you guys helping too. So at the end of each of the talks today, with people sharing their dreams and their problems, if you think you can help, please put up your hand or feel free to say something, okay? And that can be an intro to someone. It could just be an insight. And there'll be no judgment, right? There's no judgment. If you've got an idea that can help, let's just put ego outside the back door. It's just about helping people. It's got nothing to do with who knows better than someone else. So if you can help, please put up your hand, okay? Right, so I think, I'm just reading my notes here. I think we're ready for our first guest. So let me just check. There's also a couple of people in the audience who have been on the show before. Have you been on the show before? Can you just put up your hand? Great. All right. Hopefully this show has helped you. I'm going to ask you later if it has, so let me know. All right, you have to say yes. And then tell the truth. All right, okay. So our first streamer, please, it's really hard to come on stage and do this. I'm quite used to talking and doing, and even I feel a little bit nervous. So I guarantee you the dreamer is nervous. Please give a big warm welcome to our first dreamer today, and I'm going to say the name wrong. Please forgive me. Kemeesha Miah. Are you here? Good to see you. Welcome. Please sit here. This is your mic. So the format is this thing. Tell us your dream, and then I'm going to turn this over, and then by the time this timer runs out, hopefully we've solved any problem you have with your dream. Okay? So go ahead, tell us your dream.
First of all, Simon, it's very nice to meet you. So my name is Kemeesha. I'm the founder of a clothing brand called Petite Staples. I founded this brand very recently. The reason why I created this brand is because as a petite woman myself, I've always found it difficult to find clothing that fits me. And after all the research that I did, there's not a go-to petite brand out there on the market. So I decided to create this myself due to the frustration that I felt when looking for clothes. I started my social media pages. I gained about 1,000 followers already. And that's from making about 5 videos. So there clearly is a real, amazing. There's a demand for it. I opened my early pre-order waitlist recently. 400 people signed up.
Wow.
So it's been really exciting. I just want to solve the problem that I faced my entire life for everyone else who experiences it.
Well, a round of applause there. So what's the problem?
The problem is, although I have seen growth on social media, I don't know how to extend that even further. I want to become the go-to petite brand. How do I get there?
You've done 5 posts. Can you just breathe a second? Right? You've done 5 posts. Just think about it. 1,000 followers. 40% of them have signed up to your waiting list. Like, that is incredible. I mean, I think we're a couple of hundred people in the room. Double the amount in this room have signed up saying they want your product already. It's mind-blowingly good. And I think sometimes when we're thinking about growth, and this is the curse that once you wake up your entrepreneur muscle and you become an entrepreneur, which everyone can become, the downside to it is you always don't live in the now long enough. Mm-hmm. So it's part of the need. You've got to think of the future. But just for a second, like just think what you've done there. 400 people have said they want your product. That is incredible. From a cold start with 5 posts. I think you're doing really well. And clearly, the answer to your question is pretty obvious. Do more of what you're doing. Mm-hmm. And I think that the 400 people that have signed up, they're your super fans, okay? And they're your OGs. I've got a few of my OGs in the room. I think people that were there, but George is one of them, I think. One of the people that were there at the very beginning. You know, like, these people you must, like, look after in every way you can. Get to know them, understand them. I would even make a special WhatsApp group for them or something. You know, like, this is clearly a problem that they all feel. So you're part of a clan, right? You're part of a tribe. Tribal marketing is one of the most powerful ways to do it. You all have something in common, and never involve politics in that group. Never get involved in anything that's going to tear your community apart. Like, I've got a big community online. We talk about how to help people with their dreams. I never bring politics into it because that will divide us. I never bring anything in that's going to divide us. You have the same opportunity. If I was you, on top of what, just keep doing what you're already doing, mm-hmm. I would build a community structure. I would have literally all those people in a WhatsApp initially because it's free, mm-hmm. and maybe Telegram. Some say it's more secure, but the point I'm getting to is, like, you want a place where all of those people can chat to each other. They can become your advocates. Those are people that you can say, I've launched this new clothing line, do you guys like it? And they can go share it on 400 Instagram pages, mm-hmm. 400 TikTok pages. And if you look after them, treat them with respect and love and appreciation, then that community will only grow. That's the only thing I'd add. I'd build the community bit out a bit more. Okay. But honestly, I think it's brilliant. One more time, what's the name of the brand?
Petite Staples.
Petite Staples. Have you trademarked it?
I have.
Good. Awesome.
I've done everything already.
Yeah, awesome. All right. And then we'll put this up and you'll get more followers. But anyone in the room, anything you need from anyone in the room, what do you need?
I am currently looking for a photographer or videographer for my first shoot.
Okay. My team are not allowed to apply. Terms and conditions apply.
So if anyone's worked with a fashion brand before, that would be great. I'm also having a problem with someone who's making my website at the moment. So if anyone's able to make a website, that would be great as well. Yeah,
loads of people will help you with the website. And now I won't tell you that Lovable, you can just, there's an app, you can just talk into it and it will make it for you.
Oh, wow.
All right, but also you're going to need some help to connect the app or the development into the real world. Mm-hmm. So please, if that's their business, web development, please go talk to them. So maybe what we're going to do at the end of this, by the way, this will finish around 8:15, and we're going to have half an hour, 45 minutes where you can all mingle. So just look out for each other now you've put up your hands, and you know you're going to get some help at the end of today, okay? But what's great is you're making it happen. Really, I just met you and I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Well done, well done.
Thank you.
Okay, so I was told to call this a hat, but I feel like it's a bowl. So I'm going to call it a bowl and get into trouble, probably. Okay, so let's see. Ask them cheat. I think I saw someone I know there. Okay. Rosie O, are you here? No, Rosie, I probably said it wrong. Rosie O? Rosie O? Oh, Rosie, come on up. You were wondering if you should come up or not, weren't you? You're like, ooh, maybe I'll just keep quiet. Rosie, you're here for a reason. Please take a seat.
Thank you.
What's your dream and what's your problem?
Hello. So I'm still kind of trying to work out my dream, I guess. I recently purchased your book, and I'm about 60 pages in, so in the hopes that I'll be able to carve it out a bit more. But essentially, I would like to, it's quite ambitious, but create either a TV show or some sort of digital sort of show which has the aim of basically improving like communication and making people improve their rational thinking. So I'm a psychology grad and I also did a master's in science communication, and one of my areas of interest is human biases. And I find it really interesting in terms of there's currently lots of platforms where people sit with each other and we discuss really polarizing topics. And I think there's really a lost art of discourse right now. And it's something I'm really interested in. So that's one thing that I'd really like to pursue. On the other hand, I'm also really interested in just being able to make money and do something good with it, which I guess everybody probably wants to do, right? So it's a bit cliche. And I have this sort of brand name called The Modern Divide, and it's me and a friend who came up with it, and it's basically the two arms of it, the divide in terms of public discourse and basically communication, but also divide in terms of, in a very physical way, in terms of dividing fortune and wealth and opportunity, and with lots of ideas basically, and I suppose I'm having trouble condensing those ideas and also figuring out exactly the approach in terms of step one. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I know a lot.
There's a lot of cool stuff there.
Yeah, sure.
Round of applause, by the way, again. This is big.
Thank you.
So just take a step back for a second, because I think before I give you advice, I just need to understand a little bit more about your background. Are you presently earning any sort of income, or is it you're still studying?
No, I'm not still studying. I'm currently working for a non-profit media production company based in Manchester. So that's my source of income at the moment. Okay.
And they might be listening, so are you enjoying it? Is it?
No, I am enjoying it. It's really quite fulfilling because of the non-profit elements. I'm able to be creative, which is a really important part of what I want to pursue. I want to be able to have creative projects and have that sort of freedom. But I suppose it's not really my drive for waking up. Even though I really do believe in the mission and the cause, I don't really have that sort of. I still have that itch in my brain, basically, where I feel I could be doing something what's more fulfilling, which is probably why it's been a consistent thing that I wanted to pursue.
I understand. There's a real personal question. You can tell me my own business. How old are you?
Oh, I'm 26.
26, okay. So it's an interesting situation. By the way, you talk about, I translated what you said into subconscious bias, but it's probably not what you said.
To a certain degree, there is a lot to it. There's a lot of schools of thought around rational thinking. There's lots of books around it. And there's lots of, I suppose, in terms of pairing that, so the psychology and the sort of research surrounding it, but pairing it in terms of practical, real use in the media or in television and stuff, I think there's a big disconnect, because I think when it comes to actually dealing with people, it's quite difficult. People are very rigid, and it's very difficult to sort of make open dialogue possible.
Yeah, no. I'm apparently being told I have to do this.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. Okay, so when I hear what you're talking about, there's a couple of things that jump into my mind. So this is a bit tricky to say if I don't say it right, but I think I can't remember what page 60 in my book is, but one of the things I talk about in the book is if everyone believes that working for someone else is safer than working for yourself, then you have a subconscious bias that isn't true, right? Because how can it be true? If I work for myself, I control my destiny. I decide whether I'm going to get fired. Whereas if I work for someone else, any moment they can cut me. They can say, sorry, AI is doing that job, now you're out. You could be there 10 years, you could have built the company up, they'll just get rid of you. So it's not safer to work for someone else, but we do have that belief system built into us sometimes that is completely not true. So there's something really powerful in that side of the equation. I think you said something I also think, by the way, isn't true, which is somehow you've related working in a charity to being creative freedom. So I'm not a charity, we have creative freedom. So you even in that sentence, you have a belief that isn't true, right? Because I don't think it's the not-for-profit thing. For me, my experience has been, it stops you doing big things, because you've got charities, majority of them, hand out, please give us money. If people do, we can pay for things. If you don't, we have to shrink. And by the way, no one's allowed to earn any money, right?
Yeah,
so everybody's got to have a very, very low salary. And to me, that's Google wouldn't survive today if that was their mindset, right? One engineer, they just paid 100 million to come on board. So if it was a charity, it'd be oh my God, you're paying 100 million, no, you're not allowed. But they make 4 billion a quarter. So I think making money and being creative and all these things are not necessarily going to be a charity model for you, just to say. That being said, I think when I think about what you're describing, in a way, you need to pick a lane and probably focus on one thing. And I don't want to scare you, but this is what I think when I hear it. It's like, if you don't double down now, your life's going to get more complicated as you get older, right? Costs of life. As we get older, we're like, I was sleeping on a couch with a friend at 23. I'm not doing that now, right? So as you get older, you have lifestyle inflation. And then you start to see your friends and you see them having a nice car, a nice this, and you'll start to compete accidentally. And maybe you're different, you can hold back. But what I'm getting to is like, you better put your heart and soul into one thing now. And I think make it profitable so it funds everything else. Because there's a few things you can do in your career. There's no one thing. School, again, teaches us. I know, about to run out, I know, I have to get one job because at 5 years old I said to the teacher I wanted to be a lawyer. Oh my God, now I am one and this is what I have to do for the rest of my life. But that's not how it really plays out in the real world. If you have a good life, you have a mission, perhaps a purpose, like mine is to fix the education system. I can launch 6, 7, 8 different things to do that, right? And I can do 6 or 7, 8 different things to do that. I think you need to perhaps pick a lane. For example, I would make a documentary with my phone. And if you notice the trend lately, a lot of these big shows like Apple, they're sponsoring iPhone shows. So, and then you've got platforms like TikTok, they're coming to get me now, can you hear? Police. But I don't know why they're coming to get me. I pay my taxes. But I think that there is kind of with entrepreneur brains, which you wake up by waking up your entrepreneur muscle, you can see lots of opportunities, lots of things you could do. You kind of need to say, right, what can I do, frankly, that's going to pay my bills and get me own my time? And so my instinct is if you did it a bit different. You did a daily video on your phone and made a documentary of putting all those daily videos onto one thing, then you could have a income stream because you get sponsors and partners. You can put it on TikTok and YouTube or wherever, make money from the views as it builds up, and you've got time to do that. Now you continue to do your job. I'm talking about spending 5 minutes a day on this. And then as you start to get traction and get used to it, it can become an income stream for you, and then you can focus full time on this one thing, let's say the documentary thing, right? Now, it could also be the other thing you mentioned, the business side that you mentioned, but I don't know, I think you should follow your hobby and turn it into income. Again, I don't know why this is seen as a taboo thing. If I say make money out of your hobby, be like, oh no, I don't want to do that. Why? If you love doing it every day and you do it if you weren't being paid, why not get paid for it? So I think you just need to figure out, and with these days, there's loads of crowdfunding sites as well that you can get. If you do a trailer for your documentary, which is a very topical time to be doing a documentary on discourse and conversations not happening anymore, it's very topical. So you should do it now. And once you've made one documentary, you'll be able to make more and more, right? You just need to get used to making one. You've got an iPhone or a Samsung?
I've got a Pixel, which is, controversial.
Yeah, Pixel.
I didn't want to say it.
But that's all you need, I think. I would make a short documentary every day and then add it up into a major documentary. But it's so topical what you're talking about right now. And of course, you can go and interview these people that are polarizing this country and find out what they really think, right? You see, I think there's a real opportunity. You can do a combination of door stopping where you just turn up and ask them, alongside looking at media clips and what people are saying, and get this debate going. I actually think it's really important. I really do.
Thank you.
And if Pixel's stopping you, I'm happy to buy you an iPhone. We're not sponsored by iPhone, but I just think that you just should go for it now.
Sure.
In fact, this is the beginning of your documentary. This is the beginning of it, right?
I'll get a photo.
Okay?
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Well done. Thanks for coming to say hello. Was that yes to the iPhone, or are you keeping your Pixel?
I mean, if you're offering.
Yeah, I'm offering you an iPhone, but you have to promise, we'll buy you an iPhone, but you have to promise to post every day for the next 60 days. Do you promise? No. Let's see if you get them out of the hat. All right, so we'll buy you an iPhone, and you post every day for the next 60 days about this discourse issue that we have, right? Let's talk about it. You should call the documentary that. All right, all right. Well done. Okay, so thanks. So it says here, talk about HighLevel again. Done. HighLevel. They are a great product. I do only endorse businesses that I believe can help. And if you're struggling, the number one thing I've seen in business that will always win out is if you can sell. And again, in school, they don't teach you this. And I think it's because once you understand how to sell, you can be free. because you can sell yourself to your partner, your future partner. You can sell yourself to any employer if you want. You can sell yourself to a potential client, to a potential sponsor, to a potential co-founder. You might not like the word sales because it's been tarnished on purpose. But everybody can sell. Everybody. Right? You can be an introvert or an extrovert, you can sell. It's just different tools. That's all it is. It's just different ways of selling if you're a different personality type. But you can sell and you should learn to sell. I've done a video on YouTube teaching people how to sell for free. You should all be able to sell. And again, HighLevel is a product you can use once you believe you can sell to make sure you follow through on the sales. It will remind you who to contact, when to contact, keep your contacts all organized, right? So I love this product because it can help you enable yourself to actually action selling. And you might not like the word, but I promise you, if you learn it, you'll be free in life because you can sell your way out of problems. Income solves all problems, and that includes sales every time, right? Okay. The third dreamer, we've got two more after this. I'll pull out the hat, so it's one of you in the audience, okay? But the third dreamer coming up, again, I'm going to say the name wrong because of my dyslexia. I'm going to try and get it right. Nellie McQuinn. Are you here? Nellie, yay! Good to see you. Oh, perfect. Are you American?
Australian.
Australian. Well, okay. At least I didn't say New Zealander. That would have been that's right. Yeah. They were left. Oh no.
That's it. I would have gone.
That was hard. So Nellie, what's your dream and what's your problem?
Sure. So my name is Nellie McQuinn. I am the founder and CEO of Away Wills, and my dream is to ensure that no one's emotional legacies are forgotten when they pass. So their stories and their memories are preserved for the next generation. And foundational to that is my mission to ensure that every adult in the UK writes their will, because 72% of us have not written a will. So I'm creating an app where AI will help guide the user through the will writing process, but more importantly, will then take that data and springboard to help prompt the user to create their emotional legacy, a living Pinterest-style board of photos and videos and memories and text and voice notes that they can pass on to the next generation. So in terms of blockers, for me it's definitely cash flow. So I am a professionally trained will writer. I'm not your average will writer. I have a good origin story. And yeah, I need cash flow to come into my business. I don't want to just ask people to write my will, though if anyone here does need a will, please let me know. I'm more interested in finding strategic partners who I can work with now and who would then be able to come on board as part of my go-to-market strategy when I launch. I am SCIS Advance Assured, so Daniel Priestley, if you're listening, I know that you like that. So currently raising under that as well. And then finally, I would like to speak to Keir Starmer about the 2025 Wills Act, because I feel very passionately that that should be passed, but I'm not going to get into politics.
What's the Wills Act?
So currently we operate under the 1837 Wills Act, so we literally operate on the laws from 1837. So there is a Wills Act of 2025 that's currently being considered by Parliament. I have been championing it. It would allow electronic wills, which I think is key to the younger generation, my peers, everyone in this room, accessing will writing, because currently it's just a single paper copy. You can't do it digitally. So I feel really strongly about that.
Okay, good. Okay, some people talking in the background noise. I think it's Dudley, my cameraman, in fact. Dudley, quiet. Stop that. Okay, I can hear your voice from a long way away because we worked together for 3 years. He's filmed every single moment of my life for the last 3 years. When his voice is at the back of the room, I can hear it. So stop. Okay. All right. Wow. A lot there, and I feel like you communicate really well, and it's really crystal clear where you're at. There's a couple of things that kind of confuse me, though.
Sure.
This is to stop me talking too much.
Yeah, I know.
This is not anything. So, cash flow's your problem?
Yes.
I don't believe it.
Okay.
Sometimes when we say our problem, let's say people say, I need to raise money. And I'm like, why? Oh, because then I can hire people. Why? Because then I can get more sales. Okay, what you mean is you don't need to raise money, you need more sales.
Yes.
Okay, So when I hear you and what you're describing, I see kind of two things. You've got this digital product, which I don't know the monetization on that yet, but I'm assuming it's to make a wheel and they pay for it.
It's a subscription-based model.
For wheels.
For the app that will also store your digital legacies, your emotions, a Pinterest-style board. It also has monetization with brand partnerships, strategic partnerships.
Where is it at, that app?
I'm bootstrapping at the moment, sorry, with Replit, not Lovable.
Oh, that's all right. Next. No. Almost as good product, almost. So the...
I do use
Bleep their name out. No, I won't.
I do use HighLevel though. So.
Okay, great. Oh, well done.
Thanks.
You saved it. So what I guess I'm confused about is, and push back on me if I'm wrong on this, but like
I will.
A service business, you've got that because you're writing wheels for people.
Yes.
And if you cash flow that properly, the best way to do that is people pay you 50% deposit.
Yeah.
And then you do the work, which should cover all your cost, and then the 50% final payment is your profit.
I actually take payment up front.
Oh, perfect. Even better. So you've got more credibility than I have, because I used to only be able to charge 50%. But the point I'm getting to is like that business should be paying for everything else, basically. You should.
Yeah, so absolutely. I started seeing my first client 6 months ago.
Okay,
so
you're newly qualified.
I am newly qualified. I have a 3-decade career in entertainment, in children's media.
Wow, okay.
I
was about to, honestly, I did think you've been 6 months out of university or something. That's what I was thinking when you said that.
No.
But, okay, I was like, wow.
Okay, no, I'm a mom of 2.
Oh, okay, right. It's the lighting. You look so young.
I appreciate that. I'm
no worries. Okay.
No, I've been working in entertainment for 3 decades and really resonated with what you said earlier. I sold the company I started when I was 19, helped build the company up that I sold it to, was a founding member of management. It was reported in Bloomberg it sold for $3 billion. I was part of that whole process, and then they made me redundant.
No way.
Yeah.
See? See?
Yeah. So that hurt quite a lot.
Yeah. They didn't give you equity?
I'm not allowed to talk about anything.
Right. Legally.
Not allowed to talk
it's just
about
between
it.
us and millions of people on live. What's the problem?
No, I'm not going to say
No, fair enough. Good lesson, though. You should have got a legal contract, ironically, showing that you won't have it between.
I'm not going to go into details.
Okay.
I'm
nervous just even prodding a little bit at it. Okay, will they arrest me as well?
Me too.
All right. Can we name the brand at least? We're not allowed to name the brand.
The company I worked for was Moonbug Entertainment. They're a brilliant brand. I created content for Cocomelon, Blippi. Any people in the audience who have kids will know those brands.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Moving swiftly on so we don't get sued. But what I guess what I'm getting to is like, the entertainment background, I'm really fascinated, but I'm going to run out of
Yeah, no, sorry.
I really want to know, because I always think, okay, so I know there's a lot of people out there that are very happy to, like, raise money.
Yeah.
But I think the new cool is bootstrapping. We always do bootstrapping like, I have to bootstrap for now. I think bootstrapping is the new cool.
Oh, I love bootstrapping.
So when you say money and cash flow, I'm like, okay, if I was you, what would I do? One, I'd go live every day, talking through wheels that are badly done.
Okay.
I'd show I'd do stories on. I'm just watching the history of the Guinness family.
Yeah.
Right, and there is a little bit of that in like the will was really weirdly written.
Yeah.
And so the kids had to stay in the business, and if they did leave, they lost everything.
Everything. Yeah.
So writing how the will's written can do all sorts of crazy things. I would actually dig into the wills that are public and historic wills, and
cool.
I don't know. I think that'd be really cool content.
Yeah.
And that content could make you money.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anyone going through a wheel on TikTok.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh wow, so that person, oh my God, no, that person doesn't get anything, that person did. You know, it all plays out as a mini TV show on your live, right?
Yeah.
And then you can make clips about it too.
Yeah.
And that will make you money.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I like guerrilla stuff. Like the post office have a wheel in every single post office in England. You've seen
DIY,
it. You live in England, right?
Smith,
Yeah. I like this is crap. Use mine stickers on them. You know, like because I'm guessing they're crap, right?
Yes, I do a whole webinar about how you shouldn't use it.
Right. So walk into a WH Smith and do it in the real world. Like pick it up and say this is shit and this is why.
Okay.
You know, like and then put a sticker on it. This is shit and this is why.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
You've got nothing to lose.
No,
it's
I don't.
guerrilla.
Yeah.
Trust me, WH Smith have not got time.
Well, they're not WH Smith anymore now, are they?
I don't know what they are anymore, but there's actually a very complicated story. I love understanding what happens in business and what goes wrong.
Yeah.
Their airport business is doing really well.
Yeah.
But they separated it from their high street business.
Yes.
That's a story for another time.
It is.
The point I'm getting to is I think you should be guerrilla about it.
Okay.
And I would just push really hard to like get more money on social and get more money with the build business.
Yeah.
And I'd be really patient for the app business.
Yeah.
So I get it. CIS and all that. I know that's very popular. I always think, actually, I personally have never cared about the SEIS or any of it personally. If it's a good business, I'm going to invest in it.
Yeah.
In fact, I've said no to SEIS on some companies because I just want to invest in the company.
Yeah,
that SEIS is just, I can get some of my money back. So you get the wrong investors sometimes.
Yeah.
Because they just think, I can give you the money and I'll get it back. They're not vested. Right?
Yeah.
So I just put £250,000 into a company. I'm vested.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? Like, am I SEIS? I didn't even check. I'm vested in the person. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So actually, you kind of want the investor to have something to lose if it doesn't work.
Yeah.
So the SEIS, which I know is very popular, and you should have it, it's useful. I kind of don't care, though, when it comes to investing. If the business is good and the entrepreneur's good, I'll invest.
Yeah.
All I want to know is I can get my money back eventually.
Yeah, sure.
Right? If I get it back straight away, I've got no reason to dig in with you.
Yeah.
You
Keep
see what I
going.
mean?
Yeah.
How much money do you need?
I'm currently raising 250,000 to.
What a strange number.
I know.
I've got that down. No.
Initially, over the next 2 years, I want to raise 2 million to build the app. And
you don't need to.
Go to
you don't need that money to build the app. You know, what was the company you're using? Because I was going to say Lovable Boys.
Replit.
Replit, that's the one. These products are amazing.
Oh, yeah.
And honestly, if you said to me, Simon, I'm raising £250,000 to build the app, I'd say you're mad. You
It's
don't
not
need
all
it for
to
that.
build the app. No.
Okay, what else will it be spent on?
The go-to-market strategy.
What's the go-to-market strategy? Is it reading wills and W.H. Smith?
No.
It is now.
Okay.
Right.
Yes.
What was your go-to-market strategy before I gave you a brilliant one?
It is marketing.
What is that?
It's social campaign. It is influencer partnerships. It is strategic brand partnerships.
Yeah. Okay, so the new all of those things you don't need money for.
Okay.
Influencer partnerships, I have them too.
Yeah.
You basically give equity to the influencers and make them part of your business. Of course, then they're promoting it for the long term.
Yeah.
Again, I've just done this. I've just invested also in a business called Skill Store.
Yeah.
Part of it is I get equity because I'm doing posts about it.
Yeah.
Now, I'm only doing things I believe in.
Yeah.
But the point I'm getting to is like, you want to find people that believe in this.
Yeah.
You want to find people that didn't have a will and their family had a nightmare in probate.
Yeah.
There was a lot of influencers that have that problem. Right? There'll be a lot of influencers that had experiences where wills did not service them properly. Okay? My father didn't have a will, by the way, so I do know that it caused mayhem in our family.
Yeah.
I know it caused a lot of chaos.
Yeah.
So, you want to tap into that. And again, you don't need to pay an influencer. In fact, I would say it's dangerous for a small business to pay an influencer. You really want the influencer on board for the long term. If the equity goes up in value, they do well. If you pay them and they promote you, but nothing happens, they lose nothing.
Yeah.
Right? So you want to make sure you have a connection.
Yeah.
Having no money is a competitive advantage in business.
I am so far ahead of the pack then.
All right, you are. Well done. But you're not. But you've got an edge because you've got an income stream, a service business.
That's the whole
by the
point.
way, links to this app.
Yeah.
So it's like the perfect system. You have a service business that gives you income that you can make money from now.
Yes.
You probably can automate it a bit better, but it's going to eventually be an app, right?
Yes.
So you can make money from the service company and use things like Lovable and the other one to basically build. No one laughed that time.
I did.
To build, thank you. To build, that was a proper laugh. Build up the product, and then get a partner in to promote it. Than not someone you just paid money to that doesn't really care about it.
Yeah.
Work on those things, and you won't need to raise that money.
Yeah.
I know it's hard for me to say that to you. You don't believe me, but I promise you.
No, it's just I just need the cash flow in terms of it's my job, it's my soul. I'm the breadwinner of my family. I have 2 kids. Like it's that side of things. Life is not free in London, so it's not. It's that.
Move out of London.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah. Okay.
I actually think sometimes you should read my book.
I've got your book.
You've got it? You haven't read it?
No, I've listened to it.
All right.
I've got the physical copy.
It doesn't matter if you don't read it. I'm giving you the knowledge for free. My point is, honestly, you can't have your cake and eat it.
Yeah, no, I know.
I promise. Have you ever raised money for a company before?
Part of the company previously, I was part of that.
And that went south by the sounds of it.
Well, not for a lot of people.
Okay.
It did really well.
But what I'm getting to is I think for what you're doing in this day and age, 2025, you don't need to raise money.
Okay.
And I've invested in 82 companies.
Yeah.
And what I've seen is those that raise money have a new boss.
Yeah.
Right? Do you want a new boss?
No.
Get your lifestyle costs down.
Yeah.
Right? You should. I don't know, I don't want to get into the personal side, but like you need to get your cost down and your income up so you're not reliant on a new boss.
Yeah.
Now, if someone comes along and is perfect fit and they're going to help you, an influencer that says, I had this problem, and they're going to give you some money and they're going to promote you, that could happen.
Yeah.
Be open to it, but don't wait for it, don't expect it, you don't need it.
Yeah.
Right, with these new technology vibe apps, you can build the app and get it to market and get customers and get income for next to nothing.
Yeah.
So if you give up equity, you lose control, and later, when you exit, you'll be like, oh, why did I give that idiot 25% of my company?
Yeah.
And then listen to their bullshit for 4 years, right? You don't need to do it, right?
Yeah.
The world has changed. These vibe apps have changed everything. So just try to change your mindset. Sometimes you've got the experience of the other company.
Yeah.
That's how you did it 10, 15 years ago. That's not how you do it now.
Yeah.
Right? And you just said you got sponsors. You can get sponsors. You know sponsors. You can get income from the service income business. This is the harder route. So it's a bit like hard at the beginning, gets easier over time. That's what it's like. What I'm talking about, it's hard at the beginning, will get easier over time.
I'm fine with hard now.
If you do it the other way, it'll be easy at the beginning because the money will drop in and it will get harder over time. Because you have to deal with that person and their bullshit and their opinion and where they think you should go. What you should do with your profit, what you should do with your equity will not be in your control anymore.
Sure.
Right? So much better have, get your costs down. And I know that's hard with family stuff and living in London, but you can't have your cake and eat it.
Yeah, no,
right?
I get that.
So anyway, that's it. I think that was probably not great advice. I'm not sure.
No, it was brilliant. It was
I'm not sure.
Thank you.
Was it useful?
Yeah, it was.
We don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know. But I appreciate you coming on, and I'm going to check out the app and follow you and stuff.
thank
Okay.
you. Perfect.
And then and do
Away wills. Anyone who needs a will.
Anyone needs a will?
Yeah.
Okay.
Away wills.
8:15.
Yeah.
By the way, young people, get a will. All right, you should actually get one. This whole thing about social media and what you want done with it, like my will says that when I die, I want the email to go out on auto reply that says, "Told you I was feeling sick." All right, so having some fun with the will is another thing I think a lot of people aren't thinking about. Like, what would you like your last email to be? What would you like your last message posted on Facebook to be?
Yep.
Like you can have a bit of fun with it. That's the way I would take the will business.
That's 100%.
In fact, I might just do that.
Where I do
Happy Wills, I'm going to call it.
All right.
I have to hire someone called Will to run it.
Yeah.
He'll have to always be happy. Right?
Yeah.
All right, I'll be competing with you. No, I won't be. I'm joking.
I
That's
know.
another marketing idea for you.
I'm going to buy you.
Oh, really? Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay, good to know. Thanks so much. Nice to see you. Thank you.
Can I take a photo?
Of course.
On the social?
We'll do it with the crowd. Hold on one sec. All right, let's do it.
Thank you.
I want that picture too, please. That's all right. All right, I've got some happy faces in the background. Happy wheels. There's lots of happy wheels in this room. All right, I think we launched a business. We could share it together. You in? Who's in? Yeah. Some people are in. Some people aren't. Okay, here we go. I won't look. Why is it so hard for my brain to read? Katia, you here? Katia, that's why. Katia. Katia, nice to see you. Welcome. Come and sit. This thing is pointless, if you notice. Absolutely pointless. All right, so tell us your dream and tell us your problem.
Hi, so is it where?
Probably not. Get it close.
Hello? Oh,
there we go.
I'm Katia. It's nice to meet you. I have read your book because I'm an avid reader.
Was it good? Tell everyone the truth.
Yeah, it was. It was quite nice to read as well because I've read quite a lot of self-development books, help books, and it was easy to understand.
I'm definitely investing in your business. Go on.
So this is the kind of trouble I'm having with it. So I've kind of jumped around a little bit. So overall, my mission is to help people find identity and self-worth within themselves and realize that their sense of worth and an identity changes throughout their life. I've got quite a vivid backstory with that. But overall, I want content creation to fuel that. So I want to be an influencer content creator while having the business on the side. So when I was 18, I set up Embody Power Collective. So that's the name of the business as such. And it actually started off as clothing because it was more about body image. And then I pivoted last May. Sorry, this is a bit of a ramble, but to make it more about your identity and self-worth and solidifying that. I know it sounds a little bit wishy-washy, but when you've lived through a story and feeling like you have to let go of an old part of yourself, I feel like it's resonated with a lot of people, but I'm really struggling to get the clarity out there and also build my page, I guess, and stand out from the crowd and the saturation of social media while still making it sustainable. And then on top of that, I've got parents who are very like, you need to go to uni, get a job, and get like that degree will get you a job, and you live like that. So I think that's my struggle at the moment.
Okay. Pointless exercise again.
We'll have a go.
Okay. Wow, there's a lot there.
Yeah, sorry.
No, don't be sorry at all. What I like about what you just downloaded is it's very authentic and real, and I'm just trying to process what actually you need next.
Yeah.
I'm going to guess something, right? I think you know what you need to do next, but you're just scared to make the decision.
I have tried a lot. Like I've invested, like for me anyway, I've invested over $2,000 into trying to build. I've got no money. Like, well, I know you're saying it's an advantage and things, but when you're like, I'm 19, so when you're like 19, you haven't really got. I choose on the side to make a bit to live off, but you're in uni. Like it's a dangerous road to then go down and sort of borrow credit cards, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Can I ask a real personal question? And I know this is hard to ask when there's a big audience here, but are you living at home now?
No, I live in. So I'm from Sheffield, but I live in Guildford.
You live in Guildford, okay. Yeah, I mean, when you talk about the finances, I mean, I was 19 years old. Part of me, I was 15 years old. I didn't have anywhere to stay, so
I know.
I've got to be very careful how I say this. But like, could you get your costs down if you didn't go to university? I don't think you should go to university.
I know, but my parents are like set in stone. Like we won't help you, and I'm kind of not willing to just like throw myself onto this. Also, because I don't actually know like. Because I've got like a dream and a mission, but I haven't got the clarity of a business to actually build upon. So I guess I'm going down the kind of content creation.
You have got a business, because content creation is a business. That is a business, right? So the question is, can you make money from your content creation?
Well, I want to, but I think it's difficult because I'm feeling very stuck in where I am at the moment. And I'm really proud of what I create, and I feel like I've got a good message, but like what's in my head seems to struggle to get out onto the platform. And I also feel like it's in terms of security, it's quite difficult.
Are you talking about if you say exactly how you feel, then that's going to offend certain people and that's going to cause...
No, I mean in terms of like a lot of content creators will make money off, and again, it sounds almost shallow, but I guess it depends what you're creating content about, like brand sponsorships or like selling their own products.
So you think your content won't get brand sponsors?
Basically, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I think you'd probably be wrong. If you showed me the content, I could tell you who could sponsor it. But of course, you can make money from the views, and you can make money from things like Patreon. If you're doing a service of discussing stuff that resonates with people, people will Patreon support you. I'm on Instagram now. You can do a subscribe button. There's a couple of hundred people, I bet many of you in here, that actually subscribe to me. I've never asked anyone to subscribe, paying $4.99 a month to support what we're doing. And I've never asked anyone to do that. But if you've got a cause, and you're I'm 19, I believe in this, I'm trying to do this, people will support you.
But I guess I want like clarity from, like, this is one thing I've always struggled with, is this actually something people want, or is this something I think people want?
What is it?
This is the difficulty. It's like, because basically, when I grew up in like a very, like just say it bluntly, I grew up like anorexic basically. Like I had no sense of self myself, no sense of identity. And then when I was 17, I got discharged from services as like a lost cause, and I got myself better, and I don't know.
Wow.
And the thing is, I don't want to attract that audience because it's completely in my past now, but that's always the questions I get, is like, how did you do this by yourself? How did you not have the support? So it's basically being your own support system through having letting go of that old identity, I guess. But I don't know how to create that into a business that people would.
Well, I mean, sometimes I'm trying to put myself in that situation in my brain. This is how I figure out business models, is I try to imagine that experience and then the clients and the business model behind it. This is not a good idea, but just quickly came to my head. I always think this kind of model, like 99% of people have probably been at...
It's the drive.
Which authority is that? I would buy a tote bag from you right now that said something like, "You're not alone," and it was linked to this mission. You know, what is that noise?
It's the hand dryer. I know, but I don't know how to describe. I just don't want to be like this. Like my word is wishy-washy because I want it to be quite like solidified. So, but I want to be known as the person who's like, if someone wants to know their sense of identity, they come to my page or they come to me. so that's how I would stand out in, like, I guess, the self-development niche. But I don't know how to, like, A, monetize that, or B, like, stand out in such a saturated place.
Okay, so you stand out already because you've had the exact experience you're talking about, right? There's no competing. Anyone else that's been through this is your partner. There's no competition in this game, right? You just want people who have that potential and existing problem, to have somewhere to go to get some support, right? In the way that you didn't quite get, right? So, like, in my mind, there's no niche. None of that jargon matters. You are authentically sharing your story, and then you are offering up what you did to help people. You should do that every day. In fact, if you don't do it, someone dies. I say this to people all the time to motivate them to post content. You should do this. This isn't really about you. This is about what you've been through, because in pain and purpose are linked. Your pain is where your purpose lives, right? This happened to you for a reason.
I know, and I have been doing it every day for like 3 years. I know there's no like one day where everything's going to fit in place. But I guess I'm worried now that I've A, pivoted too many times, or B, it's just not something that it's not clear enough that I can like almost work backwards from it.
I have to look at your content. You posted today?
Yeah, I post pretty much. Well, it's difficult because my Instagram is more of like I try and focus mainly on YouTube, but it's all
Why
kind
aren't you on TikTok and Instagram?
I am, but it's because I script edit, film everything myself around uni. So for it to be actually like valuable,
chicken egg now. Chicken egg now.
I guess.
Look, this time is pointless.
Yes,
we all know that. When I listen to you, I partly think you need to have a co-founder. This is what I think you need. You need someone, because you're part creative and you've got a story. I think you need almost like a business manager. Because what I would do if you brought me on board, I'd say, look, your mission's so important. You keep making content, and then I'm going to do a TikTok shop, and on it I'm going to put tote bags, I'm going to put like whatever.
Yeah, but I made like t-shirts and hoodies, invested so much into it, and it all just flopped. Like,
well, no, because you weren't. I mean, I don't want to pick one platform, but you make one video, you should put it on all platforms.
I did. This was on TikTok and Instagram, and people were interested. But then when I like launched it, nobody bought it.
Okay, there's something wrong there, because if you posted every day for 3 years that you had a tote bag for sale and that you were providing free support to people in the same situation you were in, I guarantee I'd buy one. I haven't even had this experience or felt this pain or be involved. I just do it to support you. How many people in here would buy something from her just to support her? No. Wellness
brands. Yeah.
I was joking.
So,
you can.
I mean, I email three brands every week. A lot of the times I get, like, we're not interested at the moment, we're not blah, but I just keep like, we're not spamming them, but every week I'll just be like mixing them up basically. Again, it's like...
Johnny, is Johnny in there? Johnny, so Johnny gets all my brand deals, right? After this, go talk to him. I'm thinking about the brand, I've suddenly forgotten their name, the health and well-being brand. Headspace, yes, but I wasn't thinking of them. They're actually a wellness business that give people help. Better help, that's it. I know I'd get there if I described it.
They work with quite well, like, with a lot. I know followers aren't everything, and that's true, but I think they do look at that quite a lot.
Again, I will put this video up and try and get you followers, right?
It's not, but I want the right
But it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But that's the point, right? That's the point. Like, how many followers have you got?
So on Instagram, I've got 12,000, TikTok 2,000, and YouTube 1,000.
Okay, you should have a lot more on TikTok. Honestly, I think I need to look at your content. I think you do.
I'm actually really proud of what I create, but it just seems to flop every time.
Okay,
but
no,
it's
after the
keep going.
No, what you're doing is really important. This is what I don't care about time at this point. What you're doing is really important. You are saving lives without even realizing it. So let's just remember that for a second, yeah? Your content, I promise you, has helped people. Guarantee it, because you're authentic, it's happened to you, and you just want to solve the problem. Afterwards, talk to Callum, who's my head of content. None of my content would be doing well today if it wasn't for him. Go talk to him afterwards. He's at the back of the room. Don't everyone swarm him. Okay? No one offer him a job, all right? But go talk to Callum, and then go talk to Johnny about brand sponsorship deals, okay? Because honestly, you think it hasn't worked. The sales product side will definitely work if you get the messaging right, and you'll get the right sponsors. I think that your mission is so important. Get them to back the mission, and then you have the money to not be at uni, focus on this, and build up the following. You want to tell them your mission, and then they will back you. Brands are human beings too. People that run these businesses are human beings. Forget the brand. You're talking to the wrong people. You've got to sell it as a mission. And they will back you. I would back you if I was one of these products, I promise you. And I would buy some of your products right now if I knew what you've now told me. So, but you've got a chicken egg problem. I reckon there must be a way. I'm going to have to cut it off here, and I don't want to. But go talk to Callum about your content. I want him to look at your TikTok content because there's something wrong there. You should be getting a lot more than you are. And then talk to Johnny about a brand deal. We'll come up with a package to try and help you on that. And then I think you need to get your costs down, somehow get a job or income so you can stop going to university because it's not for you. And your parents might be upset on all that.
I don't think it's for me, but it has been just like, it is more of a parental thing.
Well, this is crazy how the university's got this way. I could lose it just on this subject.
They're medics, though, so I think they've grown up in this whole, like, well, we did it this way, so for you to be safe. They're doing it for me. They think that...
Ask them how much their house was when they did that, you know? Like, things have changed.
Yeah, I know.
Now, the way you can't afford a house, but social media can allow you to build a business overnight. Right? Times are different.
I think back then they got grants to go to university.
Well, the university was free.
Yeah.
Plus, a house was a fraction of the cost. What I'm getting to is like the new asset to leverage is social media, and you're on it. If you can be given the time to focus on it full time, it drives me crazy. You can get £60,000 to go to university, but you can't get £60,000 to build what you're doing. That's why I'm here. This is why I'm fighting. You're like a case study in my head now. Like, we have to make sure you don't get forced to go to university so you can focus on saving lives. What's the name of your platform?
So my personal pages are Katia Gardner-Thorpe, and then my business is Embody Power Collective. So that's where the kind of less storytelling is. It's more of, that is trademarked as well. Less storytelling, more practical steps for people to take, but then my personal page is obviously linked into that.
Yeah. I'd said at the beginning of this, I'm going to invest in you, and I am. I'm going to give the most valuable thing I've got, which is time, and in particular, time with my colleagues.
Yes, that's all I
Callum
wanted,
and Johnny.
actually. Yeah.
But we must make this work. Don't you all agree? Hands up if you think this has to work.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
It's nice to be in a room with people who are also ambitious and want to do different things.
Yeah, you're doing something really important, and it's only right that you make money so you can afford to do it. All right? So we'll have to find a way. We will find a way. All right? Well done.
Thank you for your time. Thank you.
Real pleasure to meet you. No. Go on. What's up? I think we're doing a Q&A now anyway, so this could actually work well. Am I on the fourth dreamer? Yeah, that was the fourth dreamer, right? I've lost track. I've been enjoying it so much. It's probably midnight. I didn't even know. All right, so this is a good time because it's Q&A. So Q&A, you got a question? You got a point? A point? Is it a long point?
No, I'll be short.
All right, you can't be short. You're tall. Dad joke. Missing my 8-year-old.
No,
After you. Go on, mate.
I was very moved by Katia.
Yeah, me too.
Write a book. Yeah, sorry, I'm in the wrong way. Write a book. Katia should write a book.
Come up on stage, it makes more sense.
Sorry. Hi, good to meet you. Katia should write a book. Then after she writes a book about her experience, I'm old, so I created a Facebook group, and then I was divorced. I went through infidelity. I was really broken. I wrote this book about it, found 500 people, and all I did was encourage them every day, just a little post. I encourage you, and this group just grew and grew and grew and grew, and now I've stopped, and I can't get rid of them. Start a group.
Wow. I'm so confused. I've been going live streaming since very early this morning. I've been talking non-stop. Okay, so we're going to do a quick Q&A now before we move on to a few more dreamers. The way we're going to do it, if anyone wants to go for a wee, you can go. If you want to go for a poo, you have to hold it. All right, is anyone going to help me with the mic, or I just do it myself? Oh, gee. I'll come back to you. See, if I do the mic, I offend someone. I shouldn't have done the mic. Why me?
I just want to say it is an absolute pleasure to be here right now.
Oh, thanks, man.
I flew 25 hours to be here.
No way.
From Sydney,
That's
Australia.
mental.
Yeah.
Where are you coming from?
So I'm from Texas, and
Wow.
I'm in college in Texas, and I'm studying abroad in Sydney. And I learned about this event a few days ago, and I took an Uber to the Sydney airport. In the Uber, I bought a one-way ticket on Qatar to get
Mental, come up on stage. Come on, that's crazy.
Can I give you
Well done, man. That is, yeah, of course you can, man. Wow, that's mad.
Yeah,
Okay, so you're here for a reason. What's the reason?
Yeah,
By the way, how much was the ticket on Qatar?
About $800.
Oh my God, I'll buy the ticket for you.
Okay.
All right, so you've got money to go back.
Yeah.
All right, go on.
I kind of got to go back for school, so.
Perfect.
First things first, I love your story. I really hold you in an upper regard, because like you were homeless at 15, you slept in stairwells, and your story about like being dyslexic and your teachers and your students making fun of you, like that's mad respect.
Thanks,
Absolutely. I actually run a charity for the homeless. So I started during high school, and what we do, I didn't know what to do right off the bat. It's called Project Lorenzo. It was named after a guy whose name is Lorenzo. I used to go to work with my mom whenever I was younger, and I would go during summer, and whenever we go home, we're from Dallas, and whenever we go home, there was a gentleman named Lorenzo who lived underneath the highway, and over the course of a decade, he became a part of the family. And seeing someone live like that for so long, it's like this is ridiculous. Like, why is the government not taking care of them? Like, how is he so homeless? I mean, people make mistakes, but it's like, this is ridiculous. So then out of that was born Project Lorenzo. And what we've been doing is we're going into shelters and we're teaching professional certification courses through Coursera or Google Professional, like UX, UI design, or AI machine learning. And we have worked with 3 shelters so far in Dallas, and we're starting with the 4th one in Austin, where I go to school. It's starting this spring whenever I go back. And I'm so happy to be here. You have no idea how happy I am to see.
What you're doing is so amazing.
Yeah.
So what can we do to help you? You've come here for a reason. What is it? What is it you need?
Yeah, absolutely. So it actually, a bit of a backstory. I was always kind of a subpar, mediocre student, starting until my sophomore year of high school, whenever I got straight A's for the first time in my life. But during 8th grade math, whenever I was not focused, I came up with this idea of a community for the homeless. It's very on a small scale. And then, praise be to God, during senior year, we were selected as a finalist for this grant. And we met someone there who had this idea to 3D print a tiny home community for the homeless of 25 tiny homes. Do you know the brand Icon 3D printing?
It rings a bell. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, they're like the world leading in 3D printing homes. But anyways, that's been my mission since I came to college, is to get off the ground. A community of 25 3D printed tiny homes separated into 5 cul-de-sacs, each one separated by gender, because there is a tiny home village in Austin, Texas called Community First Village. And what they found is that the number one cause of homelessness, yes, there is drug and alcohol abuse. Yes, of course, there's real, true mental illness. But at the heart of that is tragic family loss. And whenever you're on the streets, it can become drug and alcohol abuse can become a coping mechanism. 100%. And so, we believe that by rebuilding, putting people in homes, absolutely, but rebuilding that family, rebuilding that, that virtuous, true community, we can really start to strive to become, the best versions of ourselves.
Yeah, I buy into this completely.
Yeah, so.
What do you need? So
that's the thing. For the past 2 years, I've been in college. It's been my goal for fundraising to get it off the ground. And I've been meeting with a bunch of people, but the thing is actually securing money. I've met with the CEO of this student dorm company and just all over, but we've been raising money, and that's the goal. It's just been raising money and getting it off the ground. Yeah.
Okay. How much are you raising?
$5 million. It's a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have an idea for you, real quick, that I think could make this all happen.
Yeah.
All right. And I'd be interested in investing in it. And where are you based now? Australia?
Well, yeah, but I'm going to go back to Dallas or Austin next semester.
Okay. Basically, I think there's a problem in the housing market.
Of course.
Well, apart from the fact that everyone's getting priced out,
right?
Everybody here is 3 steps away from being homeless.
Yeah,
right?
100%.
A combination of personal circumstances alongside you can't make your rent, you can get kicked out, and you can't pay your mortgage, you can get.
Yeah, right.
So everyone is potentially in danger of being homeless, especially as costs keep rising. I was thinking, when people buy a house, people are buying the house that they like, right? So they go online, they see a house that they like.
Yeah.
And then you look at the agent. You say, who's selling the house I like? This is how most people buy a house, right? So they see the agent, and they then contact the agent saying, I'd like to buy that house.
Right.
So the most important thing in the estate agent, property estate agent world is getting the listing. Right? You need the listing. If you get the listing, you've got the option that someone wants. Right? So as an agent, number one thing is you get the listing. So your client is the person giving you the listing, not the person who walks in to buy the house. Right? So the whole industry is a bit upside down. Here's what I'm thinking. I think there should be a revolution in the property estate agent model. Now, I don't know exactly how it works where you live, but here it works. You go to Knight Frank or Savills, big property agencies, bad ones, and you give them your house to sell. And then they sell it and take a huge commission, huge amount of money from the purchase transaction, okay? My idea would be that profit, after you paid people really well, and you've done a really good job on making sure that property gets sold, goes to homeless organisations and charities like yours. If every single property transaction in Britain went into your bank each month, it would be on average £50 million.
Right.
Every month. Right? So my idea would be, why don't we set up a property agency that is for the homeless? So I will give you my house to sell, in your agency, and as long as you sell it, I lose nothing as the seller. If I give it to you, instead of some other corporate greedy company, if I give it to you, then you have the edge because you now have the listing. And if I'm looking for a home and I buy it from you, I lose nothing giving you the listing, but you're a good organisation that's going to do good with that money and solve the homeless crisis. You understand what I mean? You'll win. You'll become the #1 property agency in any market you operate this idea in. You see what I mean? And then it's an income stream, a well thought out old business model applied to a new important problem that you're solving. Right? Go build that property agency. And I'll help you with it.
No, absolutely. You got it.
And then you have income, and then you don't need to rely on someone giving you money to build the houses. Oh, now you need money again to build the houses. Now you need money again to build the houses. You know, you'll be forever raising $5 million. I want you to make $5 million a month from this property agency idea I've just given you.
See, that's been the goal, right? I'm like, I haven't thought about that. That's really smart. See, what I thought is like, whenever you go to... Do they have Chipotle in London? They don't have it in Australia.
We do.
But that's amazing. So, okay.
Get them to sponsor this. Would you please sponsor the homeless?
So, I love Chipotle. So in Austin, whenever I go there, I see there's a project like the FarmLink project. I don't know if you've heard of it.
By the way, we have a hard stop on this room at 9 o'clock. They're going to kick us out. So I'm only worried we won't finish.
Sorry.
Look, I really want to help you because you've come all this way. But I don't know if my idea just resonates with you or you still need something else.
It makes sense. I just came here to...
So go talk to a property agency where you're from.
Cool.
Or start one.
Okay.
And my organisation will try to support you.
Absolutely.
I just think this is a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Does anyone understand my idea? Did I explain it very well? Does it make sense? Have I got time? What time are we? We're 8 o'clock. So I've got to...
Excuse me, I thought you might be hungry.
Oh, that's so sweet of you. Thank you. Oh, wow, that's so... Sweet. Oh, wow. That's so sweet of you. I will. That's really kind of you. Do I look skinny? I look like I'm hungry. I literally just had a Nando's. Thanks, man. Sorry? Okay. All right. Right, we're going to have a chance to chat a little bit more, okay? But I just want to finish off the few more dreamers that I promised to help. And I need your guys' help to help them. And then we're going to have a whole hangout session for a while anyway, all right? So, right. Here it says grab a drink. All right. Promote HighLevel one more time. I have some chocolate in a minute. HighLevel, I already mentioned it. Brilliant brand. Help you with your sales. And then turn to someone you don't know and ask, what's your dream? All right, real quick. Just turn to the person on your right and ask them what their dream is, real quick. Or left. Up to you. Okay, stop. Good work. Okay. Okay, so. I don't know, I've lost all authority. Everybody stop talking. Okay. I just saw a final boss in the audience. Okay, right. I'm going to get into so much trouble for going off track here. Our next dreamer is Jonathan Dilley. Are you there? Jonathan, come on up. You brought a bag. I just want to warn you, the Mexicans here. Okay? All right. They came all the way from Mexico. They're going to take us out, right? I'm definitely going to talk to you after this, all right, I promise. All right, okay. So tell us your dream. What's your dream and what's your problem?
Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Jonathan. I'm the founder of the Cocktail Jigger company. I have a background in mixology and bartending, and I just want to make cocktail making accessible for everyone.
Cool, okay. And what's your problem?
The problem we've got at the moment is we've launched the website. We've had some really good interest from retail, but direct to consumer is actually really struggling, whereas we thought it would be the other way around. So yeah, just getting brand awareness and trying to get some sales.
Okay. What is the best source of sales for you right now?
Quick sales at the moment, I think.
What's quick sales?
So direct to consumer on our Shopify store or on
Right,
TikTok
so you
shop.
market it, people then go buy from your store.
Yeah.
Right? I think the biggest opportunity for you is, as an example, working with an existing brand that does cocktails. And I would target companies that are up and coming that aren't part of big organizations yet. So for example, Clean Liquor, which is Spencer Matthews' cocktail brand, low alcohol cocktail brand, right? Brands like that, they have a client and market share and social media reach through Spencer. You should target and partner with people like that. And then they can help you promote this product and you will share the revenue. What do you think?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Why don't we make a video now and send it to Spencer, shall we?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, you got a product one, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoa.
I'll just show everyone my product as well while we're here. So,
Okay.
say you want to make a margarita, you then turn.
Hold on, wait, because we want to do the demo for a client that's going to buy it. Are you going to buy it? Are you going to put it in the go-karts? Yeah. All right, let's just quickly do this together. Yeah. Right, ready? I'm going to need you to stand up and explain it to Spencer. Yeah, all right? Sure. Ready? Hold on a sec. I'll speak first and then you speak, right? Ready? Hey Spence, how you doing? I'm just hanging out with a couple of hundred people here and I'm talking about your amazing brand Clean that everyone's buying because they love it. And I want to help a dreamer who's invented a product and I said to him he should partner with you in front of hundreds of people on live, that's got thousands of people. So no pressure, but this is his product. What do you think?
So it's a cocktail jigger. So say you want to make the margarita, all your ingredients are measured. It's got the ingredients listed on the back, so there's no need to Google anything. You just pour it in, shake it, and enjoy it.
Okay. He'll share the profit with you. And, yeah, whoa, exactly, whoa, wow. Let me know if you're interested in helping him. All right. Oh, wait, we'll do it again, because I've now tailored it to Spencer, and I'm thinking of sending the same message to Sarah Davies, you know, the Dragon and Dragon's Den?
I know Sarah.
So she's like shopping channel queen. Let's do this, hold on. We'll do the same thing again.
Let's do it.
Hi Sarah, how you doing? I'm just here with 200 people listening to a dreamer. Talking about you and how amazing you are, the shopping queen. And we have a dreamer with a product that he needs a bit of help getting it, out there in the world. And I'm thinking with your skill set and your genius at shopping, this is his product. How would he get it on QVC and stuff? Go.
So it's a cocktail jigger. So say you like a margarita, you flip it around. It's got the ingredients listed on the back and everything's pre-measured. You just pour it into your shaker, shake it and drink it.
What do you think? Let us know. Right. I'm going to send this to both of them now in case he forgets. Thanks. See if one of them replies by the end of the show.
Would anyone in here buy this product?
No.
How much would you pay for it?
I want Simon's phone. What?
Yeah, it's quite a good phone, to be fair.
I mean, I see it's metal, which is good quality, it's not plastic. So probably 50, 20, 25 quid.
Awesome.
How much is it?
25 quid.
25 quid. All right. I'll buy one. Who else will buy one? All right. Thank you. I saw your hand up. Too late. That's a contract. We got it on camera. You can't put your hand up and then put it down. You have to buy two if you do that. All right. So you're going to be... A lot of people bought one today. And then everybody who bought one, you don't mind putting up on your stories, do you? No. Right? Won't be harm. Won't do you any harm. If you want your dream to come true, help someone else with their dream. Promise you if you do this, your dream will move close. You could sell a lot of these in Mexico, couldn't you? I've got... All right, come up quickly. Tell us what you do for Mexico. Throw in, yeah, you just Mexico. Go on, tell us what you're doing here.
Okay, so we've created a marketplace that can help a lot of small businesses and small creators. I've got it written right here so I don't mess it up. So we create a marketplace where creators monetize their content regardless of follower count, and small businesses, brands, artists decide how much to pay for their desired results, eliminating the risk involved in hiring a high-cost creator. And so we are results first for brands to gain traction in social media, and when brands create a bounty, our app is called Bound. When brand creates a bounty, many creators can apply, giving the brand also a chance of virality. So previously you mentioned like small businesses can't pay a creator because it costs too much. So we use almost 90% of creators that have small followers that also want to monetize. We use them to give a chance of virality to brands and also spread awareness to them.
I need my microphone back.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for that. It's awesome. Thank you. You're the bodyguard?
Yeah, I'm the co-founder. Nice to meet you, everyone. I want to say hi to my family first. I miss you guys. They're in Mexico. I think currently we have a small problem with it, which is reaching a lot of creators. We do have a TikTok and Instagram account. It's called Pato y Tuche. It's in Spanish, Patoytouche. So you guys can follow me. Well, follow us. And we post a lot of videos about our app or our web app. And the thing is, we can't monetize it because TikTok and Instagram thinks it's fraud. They think we are like scamming people, but no. Literally, it's businesses create a bounty for creators to like apply to the bounty, and whenever a creator wins or reaches the metrics, they get the money. And if nobody reaches the metrics, they get their money back. So we're trying to help both sides, and yeah. Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Thanks so much, guys. I get it. So I get why you can help. Everyone, just one more time, the app, so people can follow it. What's it called? One more time.
Yeah. Bound.app. We launch our MVP. It's live on web. So if you Google bound.app, you can see it. But right now, it's only in Mexican pesos. So we were going to implement pounds as fast as possible.
Okay, do that before it devalues more. Yeah. Thank you so much, guys. Take a seat. Appreciate you. So they make a really interesting point and insight. And this is not a conflict with you. This is advice for you as well, actually. So I'm quite close to TikTok, and they're probably listening now. So we're not that close. You know, we're like friends, not dating. The point I'm making is they have an affiliate system, right? This can sell, like the fidget thing. You know the fidget thing? If you play on the making this a fidget and you get someone to do something really cool, basically you should be in the affiliate program. You should get all the people on TikTok within the affiliate program. You should get this listed on TikTok Shop, and then you can sell this. I'm about to list my book on TikTok, by the way, and part of it is like, I can go on TikTok and people will support me and buy it, but I can also give people in my community a chance to sell my book and make some money. You can do it with this.
We made our first...
It's not working, is it, the mic?
I think so.
There you go.
We made our first sale on TikTok Shop before I came into this room today.
Yeah. I think that's your future, yeah. I've sent your video to Sarah and Spencer. I'm hoping they're going to be superstars and reply before the end and really help this podcast work. But we'll see if they reply. But I do think that partnerships is a big thing. You should team up with people. I'm not an alcoholic drinker. I don't drink alcohol. I'm not involved in alcohol. I would not be an authentic partner for this. But there are a lot of people that do, and no judgment. They have a good life. This is what they do. I reckon you get partners, and I would do it through the affiliate program, or go and look at their product and see if there's a way that product can help you reach people. You can help a lot of people make money while you make money. And it's cool. It is actually really, really cool. You can probably also do branded ones. So you can get like different branded company gin vodka businesses. Ryle Reynolds has probably got a vodka business, or you get him to sponsor this and promote it. That's it. You'll sell more than these than you know how to make. All right? Yeah. Cool. It's cool to hold as well. I actually want one, even though I don't drink alcohol, because it makes me feel powerful. I don't know why. Choop, choop. Anyway, I don't know. My kid would love that. Can I give it to my kid? I'll see if I can get him to do a funny video with it, and he won't know it's anything to do with alcohol. Right? All right. I've got one free. Do you see that? I'll buy one. Thanks for coming up. Right, so we have 3 minutes left. But I'm going to break the rules, and then we're going to pull one more name out of the hat, and then we're going to have a dreamer come up on stage. So that dreamer arrived. Is Darryl here? Yeah. He's here. Oh, hi, Darryl. Darryl is in the house, folks. This is the dreamer who's made his dream happen today. Clare Ford, do you want to quickly come up and we'll talk about your dream? And then we're going to have Darryl come up on stage. Hiya.
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I'm
nice to see you. Please sit down.
shocked.
No problem. Welcome. Tell us your dream and what's your problem.
Oh my goodness. So my dream is to help teenagers all around the world to feel better about themselves, right? With their mental health, with their academics, with feeling happier about their futures. There's a massive crisis. I know you know all about this.
Yes.
Suicide is one of the biggest problems with young people. And so I run an academy. I'm a coach, a success coach for teenagers. But I can't do very much just with me. So I want to scale my idea to have an app which teens can use on their phones 24/7, anywhere around the world, doesn't matter about time zones. And also a community where parents can go for support. Because I know, as a mum, my boys are a bit older now, they've just graduated from uni, but I know as a mum, so my son's friend committed suicide at 15. My son went through suicidal ideation and depression. The CAMS waiting list was over 6 months long. Parents that I'm talking to now, with their children in crisis, they're told that they're not even going to put them on the CAMS waiting list because by the time it gets to them, they're going to be adults. If my son had had to wait and just have CBT therapy through the doctor, he would be dead, right? So this is a pandemic that was happening before the pandemic. This is a crisis that has been going on for many years. I've been a teacher in schools. I came out of school, been an educator for 20 years. You know, I know you know all about this. We know that the school system is broken. We know it hasn't moved on since Victorian age. There's been incredible young people in this room who are suffering because they've got one foot in the old system and they're trying to work the new system, a way to make money, a way to make sense of the world. I'm somebody who can bridge that gap and actually give them the skills to be future ready, to give them the growth mindset, to give them the confidence to go for their dreams, as well as helping them while they're still stuck a bit in the old paradigm.
Wow. Round of applause there. That's Okay.
I know we haven't got all night.
I think the short answer to this is I would like to have a proper meeting with you about this, okay? Because this is not something to be rushed.
No.
Okay, so my quick question to you is, my belief is that we can make content that gives people, and particularly young people, what they're not given at school.
Absolutely.
But how money works, in my case, how to build a business, how to own their time. All of this stuff can be taught, right? And I think it can be taught on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram. I'm proving that's true, right? Can what you're talking about, part of it be content on the system that people can watch?
Absolutely. Part of it is content on the system that people can watch. You know, there can be activities, there can be exercises, mindset tools, journaling prompts, all of this kind of thing. But what I'm finding with the young people that I'm working with is that they get it, they're hungry for it, they want something new, but they also need some accountability. They need some accountability as in, you know, did you do that thing we talked about? Have you tried that new tip?
Right.
Have you had the conversation with your parents?
Can we do an accountability app? Some sort of product? Is that what you're talking about?
This is an app that I want to create.
You haven't made it yet?
I haven't made it yet.
Okay, I don't know if I've mentioned, but I invested in a product called Lovable.
I know.
But we can make that app.
That would be incredible.
Why don't we try to make that app together?
I'm going to call it the Teen Warrior app. because what I want these young people to be is warriors. They need courage, right? They need resilience and resourcefulness to go out into the world and to be brave enough to say to their parents, no, that's not the way for me, right? To say to their teachers, I love what you've said, but that's not the way for me. I don't want to be an accountant or a lawyer or a doctor. I want to be a creator. I want to be an influencer. I want to be somebody in Mexico creating products. I want to be somebody making drink products that nobody's ever seen before.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. We have to talk. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Let's sit down and talk through this very carefully, because this is actually a very sensitive subject and a very, very complicated area. I'm scared to get into the mental health area because I'm not a mental health expert. I feel like you are more, and so let's sit down and talk about who we can put around the table to make this thing work on all the levels you're talking about. I think we have the content side. We can help make the content bit work. I have a partner for the app side, so then it's just like, what are we missing to make sure this thing really helps people? So let's have a, where are you based?
I'm based in Kent.
Kent, all right. We'll find a time, maybe grab a contact with Katie here, and we'll make sure we'll get a proper sit down. I'm so busy, but I'll find time for this. This is very important. And I think we can plug it into Help Bank as well. I feel like there's a lot of young people on TikTok and on Help Bank.
Absolutely.
And they're struggling with what you're talking about.
On TikTok, on Help Bank, I use GoHighLevel. Love GoHighLevel.
Yeah, HighLevel.
We
this
love
is amazing.
that.
I've got my guests talking about the sponsors. It's perfect.
Yeah, sponsors, you know, influencers. I want to be able to meet you know, people like, I don't know, Amanda Holden, who's got teenagers, and for her teenagers to be using the app, and for her to be going, oh my God, this has really helped my kids, this has helped my family. Like, it doesn't matter. All parents are struggling with, like, how do we help our kids?
I really love the point about helping parents too. Because I see it in my sphere. A lot of parents are recommending their kids watch my content because they're not in school, they're not happy with school, they're not enjoying school, and they're looking for an alternative, and they don't know what to give their kids because they were pushed into university themselves. That's all they know.
This is it.
So I love the idea of also helping parents with this. And as a parent myself, I know how hard it is to be a parent. So look, what you're talking about is so important. We'll spend some time talking about it. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming up. Okay. Sarah Davis replied. Does she know she's about to be played to a room full of people?
Hi guys, I am just sitting Friday night watching a bit of telly, chatting with me mum. That looked good from the little bit I can see of it. Send me one and I'll send it to the buyer at QVC. Simon's got the details of my PA. Get it sent over. I'll see what I can do.
All right. We'll do a little video to her, right? That is pretty amazing she replied so quick, right? She's sitting there. What day is it? I've lost what track it is. Friday night. Think about that. Think about how much she actually cares about helping people, yeah? She's sitting on a Friday night, watches the video we've just sent her, and replies instantly with definitely I'll help. Like, that is a special human. Okay. All right. Somehow, we're going to do Sarah Davis, You Are Amazing, all at the same time, after 3. 1, 2, 3.
Sarah Davis,
You are amazing. Plus, it's a legal contract. I feel like I've literally got it on video, right? So that's done. I would like 10% of this business now. Joking, kind of. Right, okay, so that, by the way, is the last Simon Says show. And so we are going to take a break. And if you guys want it back, you have to go on social media, go onto Instagram stories and tell us you want it back. Otherwise, we will stop for a couple of years and do something else. But thank you so much, everybody, for coming. Yes, thanks for the claps. And we... all right, and now we're going to do a bit of socializing for half an hour. And I will just leave you with this one thought, okay? In this world where everybody is trying to divide us a bit, you know, vote for me, left and right, everyone's presenting problems, often no solutions, right? There's wars that we have every single day in our news feed that we can't do anything about. We feel powerless. I do. I'm politically homeless. I feel a bit powerless. I turned off the news long ago. And I instead focused on what I can make a difference in, right? And I feel like I can make a difference in one person's life each day. I can hear their dream. I can put them up online. I can introduce them to my network, and I can introduce them to my system, helpbank.com. There's a few things I can do every day that can make the world a better place. If I help one person, maybe that person goes on to solve cancer somehow, right? Maybe this product ends up being a business that's so successful, and then they use that profit to go and help people that struggle and suffer, right? And so my mission is to help one person every day. I give them money, my network, and I want nothing back. I'm not a dragon on Dragon's Den. I don't want any equity back. And trust me, most of the people who are actually on things like Dragon's Den, they actually just want to help people, but it's a TV show. I want you all to take this away. I have learned the last 5 years that the best way to live is not give and take, that we have been taught. I help you if you help me is not the way we are naturally built. The way we are naturally built, and you may have heard me say it before, but I'm never going to stop highlighting this, is give without take. What makes us happy is we're in a tribe, and everybody in this tribe, the more happy you are, the more happy I am. If you are having a good life, if you're enjoying your tribal existence, then my existence is better. So if someone's tent falls down and I can help fix it, and then you have somewhere to stay tonight, I will do it. But what's happened is, I'll only help you with your tent now if you pay me money. We can all help give someone shelter. We can all help one person today. Take 5 minutes each day to try and help one person. And I promise you, the world will heal. If the 17 million people that follow me all help one person today for 5 minutes, promote their business on stories, like their comments, go in there live. He blew up when I went in his live. I helped him just 1 minute. That's all it took me to go on his live. Bring some of my followers to his feed and support. You can all do it. I know many of you are. It's kind of a reminder. Just take 5 minutes each day to help one person under give without take. Don't expect anything back. And I promise you, the world will heal if we do it, if we all do it. All right, now, George, always filming me. All right, socialize, connect a bit. You've got a question? All right. Oh, that's right. Oh my God, I'm so tired. I almost forgot the finale. While I get Daryl up, you've got a question?
Yes, totally. So I'm B2B, and my question would be access. I need to access like a different class level. I basically need to access like high-level CEOs. I'm a comedian, and I do corporate training, and basically need their buy-in. So mine's advice, yes.
All right, good to know. Anyone here a CEO? Come on.
Everybody.
Have you got a joke?
Not now, because no, I can't do that. No. Listen. I'm not here to work. I've got 2 seconds with Simon. I'm here for advice. Is that fair?
Yeah, fair.
Thank you.
All right, no, so we don't get
Not today. Follow me on TikTok for jokes.
All right,
cool.
Let me have a little think about this. Honestly, the CEO thing, my way of getting B2B business is literally what value can you bring to that organisation, and then case studies.
I've got case studies. I did it in South Africa. Now it is, how do I take those case studies and get in the right doors, meet the right people?
Tell a joke.
Yeah, tell a joke, kind of is true. One second. Sorry, 1 second. I'm going to run out, and I have a dreamer here. He's pretty nervous. He's made a song. His dream is to be an artist, and this is his moment in a second. I'm just going to finish off here by saying to you, if you have a client in the past who's happy, the best person to recommend you to another corporate CEO is that existing CEO. So if you, I don't know the companies you work with in South Africa, did you say?
Yes, they were big.
Yeah. Okay, you go to the CEO in that company and you say, I've now moved to England. Do you know any CEOs in England? Tell them what an amazing experience it was working with me. Please introduce me. If you did well for them, I would do it for you instantly. If I'd used your service and I was happy and you asked me for some help and introduced you to a CEO here in England, I would do it, right? I personally think, by the way, if you've been able to boost, sounds like productivity and happiness in a company, right?
It's about give people the human advantage. Like in an age of AI, I teach you what is special, unique, stunning, beautiful about you.
Wow.
So that you become unfireable.
Wow. Yes. Wow. Unfireable. Wow. We are so opposite, so I want people to quit and just go for their own dreams. But I hear you. I do think, though, getting your existing or past clients to recommend you is the answer short term. And then other times, B2B is so easy. You go on LinkedIn, you go find the CEO, you send them a video they cannot say no to, like the one you just said there. You say, look, I make this happen. Right? The other thing is you can go through, like, I have a business coach. There's a lot of very high-profile business coaches. You can go through them as well. That's another. They've already got the relationship with the clients. So approach the business coaches who then can soft-sell your service and take a commission. Right? There's a couple of quick ideas for you, all right? Thanks for coming, though. I feel like I need to hire you for me. Right, now. Sorry? Okay, now we're going to play the video of the dreamer who I met, I'm going to say, Dudley, how long ago did we meet him? February. All right, February, this is the dreamer's dream. Here we go. I saw you look at this book and then you didn't buy it. Why?
I was just browsing around.
What's your dream?
Being a DJ music producer.
Have you got any music we can see?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah? Can you come back with some decks and do some moves?
I can, yeah.
How long will it take you?
Possibly an hour.
Do it. I want to hear some of your music. Go.
1:21.
It's 1:22. The guy's late. I can't believe people are late for their own dream. Hold on a minute. Is it? You made it back. Almost late. Almost late. Open up your laptop. Let's hear your music. Okay, guys. What do you think? Okay, you got skills, man. How much do you charge to come and do a DJ set for someone?
I don't know.
You've got to figure out what the business model is to your dream. So I'll pay you 500 quid to come and do a set for me.
Serious?
Yeah. I hired you. I'm your first customer. Right? Wow. Next time you see a book that can help you that costs 20 quid, fucking buy it. There you go. All right. Daryl, where are you? Come on up. Welcome, man. So tell people in your own words what's happened today. Just explain a little bit.
The unexpected, honestly. I arrived here very nervous. I slept nervous last night. I was overthinking what's going to happen today, and it's full of surprises. I was not expecting this 4-day plan for me. The first challenge was give someone a handshake, and whilst you're sticking out your hand, change to a fist bump. Very awkward, but the more I did it, it was like, the more I got used to accepting the rejection. I even forgot the first person I stuck my hand for, because, I got the fear of rejection away. Second challenge, I don't remember. Oh, Batman. Yeah, Batman.
Did you even forget dressing up as Batman?
It's right here. Batman, I took Simon's job over. I was asking people what their dream was. A lot of rejection, but I didn't really mind because the first challenge already set me up. Then we started running down the street as Robin and Batman. People just staring at us. Third challenge was actually interesting. Simon gave me 4 hours to finish a full track, and no matter what, it has to be released today. Obviously, that's hard for me because I have trouble with perfectionism. I'm always comparing myself to other artists, thinking, what am I doing wrong? What can I do better than them? And there's loads of information online where you get trapped in this little trap thing where you constantly get information, but you don't apply the information into your next projects. You don't know what's real, what's false. So the best way is just trial and error, do your own thing. Today was just that. I did 4 hours with myself, and then half of it with Jax Jones, which crazy, by the way.
You know who Jax Jones is? You guys know who he is?
Yeah.
It's big creator.
I was just mind-blown. I was looking at his face vibe into my music. It was actually crazy. The advice he was giving me was crazy. It makes sense, but yeah. So I made this track. Sorry?
You made a track, right?
Yeah, I made this track.
And you can put with Jax Jones on it.
He had the idea of remixing an existing song, so I don't know if it's legal to release it.
If he was there with you, you were mixing it with him. Point is, let's play the song, shall we?
Yeah.
So today, one of the big things is you are scared of putting stuff out there. That's what's been stopping you, right? You've got talent, but you're scared to post it. So we try to build up your resistance level today. This is taking you, hopefully, to 100% resistance level, because you've got to share your music you've taken 4 hours to create today, which isn't perfect probably in your head, and you're going to play it to this room, right? You're going to push yourself. Let's do it. Let's play it. Stand up. Stand up, stand up. Feel it. Can we release it today into the world properly?
You can negotiate with the weekend, yeah?
Yeah, weekend?
The weekend.
The weekend?
No, the weekend.
Oh, right. Okay. All right. And then we have one more surprise for you. 1 second. I'll just double check the facts on this. Hold on, let me just check.
15K.
Whoa! I don't know what that means. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. I got the details. So we have secured you a spot with Jax Jones to play in front of a crowd of 15,000 people. That's all. All right? You're going all the way, man. And you're not alone. You can do this. Congratulations. All right. All right. Dream was born. Right. Mingle. Get to know each other. Thank you for coming, everybody.
What's your Spotify? You on SoundCloud?